So is there an optimal time frame and fuel type for recovery? Well, yes. Our bodies are very adapted to exercise, and they become very, very efficient at refueling the tanks after exercise. So this is known within the sports nutrition world as the golden hour. Basically, within the first hour after your exercise is over, the body is really good at replenishing all of the fuel that it just burned. So the thought is that if you have some high quality foods available right after competition, that is much faster and much more efficient at replenishing those stores. So some type of combination of carbohydrate and protein is really useful within the golden hour. It can help with improvement for your next bout of exercise and the recovery. So this is where the chocolate milk kind of phenomenon came from. So basically, it's not that there's anything special about chocolate milk. It just happens to have all the right factors to be a good post-exercise food. It has carbohydrate, it has protein, it's cold, and it's tasty. And so that is something that an athlete will want to drink or consume after a competition. And so that's where the chocolate milk came from, but there's multiple other options that you can use. We really want to focus on this golden hour on days where we have multiple sessions. So if you know you have a double session, or you have multiple games, or you have a practice and then a workout later, that's when this golden hour can be quite useful. As I mentioned before, the post-exercise snack typically includes both carbohydrate and protein. Getting in a little bit into the weeds and the details, there is some thought that it's about a 3-to-1 ratio, but really doesn't matter too much. But something that can meet those needs can be quite helpful. Here are the mistakes that I see people typically make. Usually they're just not eating enough calories to meet their demand. Families put a lot of emphasis on protein, even though that's not really critical for competition, but it is critical for recovery. And then they just don't have a strategic approach. So they don't have a plan of what they're going to do the couple of days before competition. They don't have a plan what they're going to do on the day of competition. They don't really know what to do in between different bouts of exercise. So all those things are really important. And then really critical is taking advantage of that golden hour. A lot of times there's a lot of socializing, a lot of just hanging out when you're losing critical time in preparing yourself for the next bout of exercise.